Today's Misty's Histories is going to go back to 1584. Queen Elizabeth I is going to give a royal charter to Sir Walter Raleigh. This charter is special because it was for the purpose of exploring and colonizing North America. And this is going to bring us to America's most famous mystery, the lost colony of Roanoke. So in 1585, Sir Ralph Lane and Sir Richard Grenville are charged with setting up the colony of Roanoke, and it was wanted to be a military outpost so that basically they could launch English ships from it and attack the Spanish treasure fleet that's sailing right up the coast. Good idea, right? Well, Richard Grenville would return to England, and he's not come back. So by 1586, when Sir Francis Drake visits the colony after sacking and burning St. Augustine, it's decided that they would really like to return to England with him. And so we would get our first set of lost colonists. 3 people elect to stay behind, but the rest return to England with Drake. 2 weeks later, when Richard Grenville shows up with more supplies and more people, nothing is known of these 3, and so they are the first of the lost colonists. Well, they've decided, well, there's nobody here, we're not staying, we're going back to England. About 18 of them decide that they're going to stick around. Supposedly, they have enough supplies for a year and a half. But we know that when John White would return in 1587, nothing is known of these 18 people, and so we now have our second set of lost colonists. And then, of course, there is the story that we've all heard. John White returns to England. He can't return until 1590, and when he returns, there is only the word Croatoan and no sign of any of the colonists. Me personally, I think that they just went to live with the friendly natives who were going to help them survive. It wasn't that uncommon, especially with the Spanish who would get shipwrecked. But to this day, it still does remain a mystery. I hope you enjoyed today's Misty's Histories. I encourage you to please learn one little tidbit of history every single day. And if you're interested in learning any more about the English influence on other settlements, check out my book, The Tudor Connection.